Presets can be really, really helpful when you're trying to make music really fast. And there's two kinds of presets I want to talk about. The first is what has probably sprung to your mind already, and that is presets for instruments and plugins. So instruments and effects, basically. When you buy a set of instruments, or when you get them free with whatever software you're using, you will probably have a bunch of presets already in there. Now, those are pretty handy, but they're, well, let's put it this way, everyone's going to be using them. So they're not going to be original. And yes, we are focusing on writing music fast, but you also want to be able to stand out. So I think it's worth investing time in creating your own presets that are yours and no one else's. Having those preset instruments is, I think, important so that you do retain your own voice, and you don't have to worry about being unique when you're writing fast. You can just pull up your own presets and away you go. The other kind of preset, well, not really a preset, it's a template. You can do templates for different styles of music in your DAW of choice, so Cubase, Pro Tools, Ableton, whatever. Make presets for specific genres and specific feels within those genres, so upbeat electro, contemplative, that's the word, contemplative blues rock, for example. Think about the different feels and genres that you are likely to be asked to do, and just whip up some quick templates. So this one here took me about 10 minutes to do. It's not the most groundbreaking piece of music in the world, is it? But it doesn't have to be. What we're trying to avoid here is sitting down in front of a computer with a deadline, staring at a blank screen, because anyone who's ever had to do an essay, which I'm sure is probably most of you, and there's nothing harder than just looking at a blank piece of paper, having a deadline and not having a clue where to even begin. So you just bypass that entirely by having a template. And then as long as you remember, oh, I probably want to change the BPM, I probably want to change the key, and I might even want to change some of the presets, but at least you have a starting point, a 4-bar phrase with some kind of melody, so then you just adapt that whenever you need to write a piece of music fast. Further consideration for your templates is adding very, very basic mastering, like really super basic. And when I say basic, I mean an EQ that kills bass below 20 odd hertz, maybe raises the highs ever so slightly, and then some kind of maximizer or limiter. And all you really want to do, set it to optimize to maybe like, I don't know, 30%. If you can choose the percentage of the mix, let's go 90, and output to -0.5. If you don't know what any of that means and you have no interest in knowing, that's fine. All that's going to do is make sure that you get a nice leveled output. So if you really do have zero time to make your piece of music, then you don't have to worry about it being mastered, because it's basically going to be fit for purpose because you've got this maximizer in there. I would like to do a little bit more mixing in detail if I had the option, but sometimes you've got to work so fast that you literally can't. So having something that's, you know what, close enough is pretty good. And let's just have a listen to the difference there. So I'll turn those off. And now with them on, just have a look at this level meter. So we're sort of in this area. See how it's just raised it quite a lot? What a maximizer does is it takes the lowest sounding things and it raises them so they're all about the same point, and that point is -0.5 decibels. You don't want to hit zero, like literally ever, because your life will be ruined, is the short version. Having really basic but genre appropriate plugins on your master output chain is going to save you a little bit more time and just give you a little bit more of a polish, a bit more of a sheen. And it's just one more thing that you don't have to worry about when you're sending your very quick, very urgent music off to whatever insane person has asked you to make it.